All right, so tell me a little bit about your favorite musicians.
Well, damn.
We're different genres here, so.
We are different genres. And it's funny because, I mean, De La Soul was popping off, what, in...
The 90s.
In the 90s.
Well, I think the first album dropped in like 89 or something like that. 88.
So I was born in the 90s, but all the music I listened to growing up was music from 10 years, 20 years before. So I grew up, and my favorite band to this day is actually the Smiths, because I'm a little sad boy.
Ooh, sad boys.
Yeah, I'm a little sad boy.
Shout.
Why is it? Okay, all right. You know what? Actually, I'm going to answer this question here on camera. Let me tell you. The reason, first of all, the Smiths are sad boys, sad girls all day. Just the boy with a thorn in his side. Right, flowers in your back pocket and
I'm
stuff.
crying
all
right
day.
now.
But
Fucking
that's
gangster,
also... That's
sad boy
also
cholo.
the reason. That's also the reason why Mexicans and Latinos love the Smiths, because we listen to stuff like banda, which is so sad but sounds so happy.
Or like corridos,
Or
like
corridos, Juan Gabriel,
or
Vicente.
or like what you call it, like boleros, like
Yeah.
or like rancheras.
You know what it is? It's
Trago
like
de amargo licor.
yeah, damn. We're actually starting a group, a trio here right now, but we it's one of those things where. And Morrissey's a shithead. I'll say that on camera. I don't really care. But basically, he kind of takes on that idea of machismo, right? So when you grow up in traditional like Latino culture, there's this concept. Oh, salud, salud. Gracias. Salud. I could smell that. I could smell how strong that is. That's delicious. This is arguably the champagne of beer. Just break it on the floor, bro. Call it a day. Just on your head. This is arguably could be the champagne of beer.
That's really good, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is like a really crisp taste. So why do Mexicans, besides the fact that that we're
It's
super
challenging
emotional?
machismo. It's challenging machismo, right? Because you grow up and your dad or your grandpa or your tios or whoever are always telling you, be a man, be a stronger man.
You know what I always thought it was? I thought it was guys like the Smiths because girls like the Smiths. So you kind of wanted to get an in with the girls.
Potentially. But I think that's the reason the Smiths have maintained their
That's how I feel
interest
about a couple
for the
genres.
next 30 years. Think about it.
Yeah.
I mean, the Smiths released their last album, Strange Ways Here We Come, in 1987.
Yeah.
Right? And they released, I want to say, Paisa Facts, 1984 was their first album. And between that time frame, I was born in 93.
Right.
I was a baby.
But so you think Latinos kept it alive?
I don't think Latinos solely kept it alive.
Right.
I think the Smiths have a cult following.
Because that's 10 years
that
after.
passes it out.
That's 10 years.
Over, potentially.
Yeah.
I mean, by the time I'm actually listening to music, right? And granted, I mean, my
that's
family
20
listened to
years.
music, right? But my family listened to it, my sister
But it became
listened
part of
to
the
it.
culture. It became part of the
100%. And especially Angelinos. Especially Angelinos.
Just like, the fucking Atomic Dog became part of our culture.
It was a part in.
Yeah.
And I think it's because it challenges those notions and is still acceptable.
So I can imagine you right now in high school.
Oh man,
with your spiky hair.
I actually have curly hair, so I could never do the spikes. I was really jealous.
Yeah.
So I just had a big mop.
Which big ass mop.
I'll send a photo and we'll put it right here. But a big mop.
With a big ass mop with some tight ass fucking jeans.
Tight
and
black
Vans.
jeans. I actually wore tux because I really like the idea of wanting to be British.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I just did.
Yeah.
And I was, Manchester, just out here.
No mames, way.
Pretty much, just kind of like, walking around
and then
my heart's a miserable lie.
And then he was just like his face against the wall, and then like, what's wrong, Victor? Oh, nothing.
Nothing. I saw this TikTok video the other day, actually, where there's this Latino parent with his arms crossed behind his back, and he's looking out the window really dramatically, and the daughter goes up to him and she says, "Dad, what's wrong?" He's like, "I'm hungry, but no one wants to cook food, so I have to do it myself." I'm like, oh my God. That fool's a Morrissey fan. He's a Smiths fan.
Fuck yeah.
But I think it's the expression of those emotions. I think that's why it resonates so well with Latino culture. And I think that plays into this idea of challenging those notions. It's the same reason why no one said and no one questioned, your abuelitas never questioned that Juan Gabriel was gay.
Or Walter Mercado. I mean, we don't even know right now.
We don't even know. That fool said that his sexual expression, he has sex with the wind. That's what Walter Mercado said on his Netflix documentary.
Oh, yeah, he did. He said that.
He said, I have sex with the wind.
With art.
With art. And so, we're talking about just
He was
fluidity
gay.
and expression.
That partner was his, I think that partner.
Fluidity and expression. And I think that's what tied into that interest. But growing up for me.
My dad would, when Walter Mercado would get on the TV show, my dad would be like, quítalo. Like, you wouldn't even want to see him. Like, you were like, change the channel, hurry up.
Man, and this probably has to do.
Can you watch Primer Impacto?
This probably has to do with the fact that my mom and I were so close, and she was like my best friend. So we spent so much time together. She loved that shit. That's why I'm kind of like, oh, you're a Leo. Wow, that makes so much sense.